Yo, hey, what's up? Cheers, good morning, welcome back, hey yo. Hey yo, cheers, welcome back to Crypto Live with Kung Fu. What's happening out there? Woo, live and learn. I tried to respond to someone on Twitter. I don't know if you guys realize, but I continually am evolving my live stream setup, trying to get it a little bit better each time. I added in that background screen now, which actually allows me to be on the computer. I thought I was able to be on the computer. I tried to type something on Twitter, and it changed. I had a hotkey for the scene change. It brought me up, no sound, and I was like, oh, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready.
No. No.
So living and learning how to run the stream as efficiently as possible, putting it all together. Good morning. Cheers. Hey, yo, how's everyone doing out there? Oh, the future's so bright. I think I need shades. It's crazy. I know. It's a crazy world. What happened? Oh my goodness. 8 hours of madness. 8 hours of insanity, torture, the arduous struggle. 46 cents to 41 cents. 46 cents to 40 cents in literally like 2 seconds. What was that? 8 hours? It felt like 2 seconds. Really quick drop, really fast movement on the price. We're sitting at 41.1 right now. Such a fast move. And really a lot of that movement, I think we can tie it back to Bitcoin. Bitcoin had a really quick drop. And then looking at the numbers today, what are we going to see? Well, we're going to run through it. We're going to look at that. We got a couple more things about Bitcoin news, the U.S., the Senate discussion that just happened this morning, talking about those guys. I just made a bunch of notes about those yahoos watching that and the sudden drop. And then also thinking about some of the giveaways we're doing, all the good stuff. We got to do it, though. We got to do it. Got to do the warning.
I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a fiduciary, and I'm not offering financial advice. I'm looking at information and reviewing it with you. Also, before we get started, go ahead and click that subscribe button and click that like button to show support to our channel, and click that bell to get notifications for whenever I post videos next.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Great oldies. Cheers. Let's say hey to the room and let's burn through it. You know how we got to do it? Kung Fu Crypto Live. We got to chop through that FUD out there. Yeah! And stay ahead of the FOMO. So let's go hey to the room really quick. I'm feeling so much better. Feeling good. Feeling really well. Had a great day yesterday. Did a really great edit. I had such a good video that I was trying to finish, and I just didn't finish it in time. I did a little bit extra on this one part of the edit. Just one edit. Took me so long yesterday. I was like, it's gotta be just right. But let's say hey to everybody. How are you guys doing? Sai Krishna. Hey, Mr. Pace. What's up? Ahmed Ali. Vinye Benzah. Hello, little kitty with the name I can't read. What's going on? JD, XRP Grind, Corey Ziegelman, Ed French, Abid Tabo, Edward, Kevin TC, Jason Jash Blau, Chris, what's up? Alfonso Chellfire, Wesley, what's going on? Egbertina, James Rod, everybody. How's it going? Cheers, fam. Roger K, Mitch88, what's going on? Mr. UFC, Crypto Man, Alfonso Vigne, what's up? What's up? Tony, hello, Mitch. Everybody, good to see ya. Good to see ya. Smash that like button. Crypto Curious, what's up? Live Long, what's up? Petro, Kung Fu, what's up? Cambo Box, Hudger, Tony Bowers, Jared, Isaac, what is up, everybody? Larry, Las Vegas, hey, how's it going? What's going on with everybody? What's going on? Elfie, hey, Elfies, what's up? Jared Del Rey, Farshad, hello, good morning, everyone. How are you? Hey, what's up? Let's do it. Let's just get straight to it. We got straight to it today. Looking at the market, everything's tanked. Where the crypto market cap sitting at 200 billion. BTC dominance is at 53.9%. Oh boy. Oh boy. Bitcoin's down. Ethereum's down. Looks like Ethereum and XRP and Bitcoin Cash taking a pummeling inside 24 hours, with Bitcoin only seeing 4% loss, Ethereum seeing 11% in 24 hours, XRP seeing 12% in the 24 hours, Bitcoin Cash seeing 11.7%. Even EOS 10% down, Stellar 10% down, Litecoin 9% down, Cardano almost 11% down. It's above 10% in losses. Tron 10% loss. Woo! There you go. IOTA hitting a 12% loss. Yikes. So what happened? All the things happening. Cut the shite, mate. Explain the title. Die, Bitcoin. Die, Bitcoin. I hope you die, you silly coin. You're going to die. That is hilarious. New plans on plans, new video. When? What's up? I got a new video coming out today. Just a basic one. And we have probably another edit coming out tomorrow. It's not clickbait. It's not clickbait. You guys are really interested in this title. I started checking out this stream, this other live stream. I check it out on my phone sometimes because I just look at the charts that they have. There's no one ever in here. No one's ever in this other stream. There's like 2 people in here right now. I can't really zoom out, can I? Anyway, there's like no chats. No one's in here. No one's ever in this stream. But I got, last night I was just watching the dip. I was trying to avoid the dip. I was dancing, playing in and out. You know how we do it. You know how we do it. Thinking about that, I saw you just reference the law of attraction, and I've been listening to a lot of Think and Grow Rich and a lot of the law of attraction. I don't think this is a direct quote. I was just kind of channeling that energy or feeling that vibe. It might be a direct quote because I've been listening to it so much, but I didn't quote any book specifically. Thinking about this as real potential for anyone in this space, anyone even outside of crypto. This is real. Looking at what you can do right now, the potential around you, and how you can benefit from any positive step in your life right now. And I think specifically how this applies to us in crypto and specifically XRP. Looking at the narrative this morning with the Senate and the breakdown and the banking committee, it was obvious that the narrative still focused on the inefficiencies of BTC, and that's fine. That's what we've been talking about for a very long time now. This is very true. Anyone can begin now to benefit from the abundance available in this very moment when they can begin to recognize that potential and in what form it has manifested in front of them. So this is not specific to XRP, even though we're all very XRP enthusiast focused. The reality is that this potential can manifest in a lot of different ways for people. So I'm not saying it has to be XRP, but I think that people are not understanding how this conversation that's so focused on BTCs is still focusing on the inefficiencies of BTC. And I think that's fine. And I think a lot of people that are, again, reluctant to join XRP, like I have a really smart friend who literally still, he's like the smartest dumb friend I have. I love him. He's great. He would argue with me all the time about like how there's no benefit to any coin other than Bitcoin because any other coin really just is a private database. And I would always laugh about that because that's exactly what Rooney said, that whatever Rudini or whatever his name is. Woo! Thank you so much, Farshad. Cheers.
I just saw that on MarketWatch. They just added crypto and below that few other coins.
Woo!
Also Ripple XRP.
I believe it. Thank the Lord, I believe it. Hey, thanks so much, Farshad. I appreciate the support, and also that's awesome. On MarketWatch, they added crypto, and below a few other coins, they added XRP. Good stuff. Very good stuff. Awesome. Cheers. Thank you so much. So this guy, Rudini, talking this morning about he keeps touting these private databases of fintech. Private databases of fintech are not going to do anyone anything. It's not going to do anyone anything. The private databases are not equal. It's just, oh. Thank you so much, Farshad. Let's hotkey that XRP Moon. XRP Moon! XRP! I have 2 attorney friends, very smart guys. They say all crypto is BS. And I respect that those people are probably they're probably right. They're right for the majority of the narrative. We've been led to believe 80% of the ICOs scams. BTC not really necessarily touting its efficiencies yet. They recognize in the hearing this morning, they said that there's a lot to be worked on and a lot to be developed. But yeah, it's a lot of smart people still not on board. But anyone can begin now to benefit from the abundance available in this very moment when they can begin to recognize that potential and in what form it has manifested in front of them. This is a well-known yet underutilized secret of success. So thinking about whatever that means to you, I'm not a financial advisor. But Good stuff. True stuff. That committee, that Senate committee, that hearing, the banking thing this morning was really, really telling of where we are and what's happening with this emerging narrative. It's such a stark opposing opinion between these two characters, right? Rudini and Peter Van. Peter Van actually did a pretty good job, I thought. He did tout Lightning Network at some point, which, is saying it was working. I'm not sure. You guys probably want to know more about the Bearable thing returning, though. So I put up this tweet this morning, and it was because I started watching this live stream on my phone when I'm away from the computer, because it has the Binance candlesticks up. No one's ever in here. No one's ever watching it. Nothing ever happens in here. There's no one in here right now. But last night I got in at like 1 in the morning after I left from pulling in and out on the market, making a little, easy 10% made or gained yesterday. That's why I'm doing so many giveaways today. But then I went and started checking this out and just sitting there, and I saw these comments. And it was so silly because I saw them and I thought like, oh, that probably isn't real. Like a lot of you guys said that's probably not the real BG. And I thought that too. And this morning, I went and looked again, and there was no one in there, and no one had commented yet. So I tweeted it out, like, hey, who is this? Is this the real BG? And then a bunch of people commented. I don't really know how to get them back. I went and looked, and the stream started over. And then basically there's like there's no way for me to find out where the comments are. I can't go back up and look at them. So I can't see the comments anymore. I did screenshot them. It basically was just a person that had the username BearableGuy123 saying, the first comment he had said something like, this is not the plan, or something, not the plan. This is something is plans on plans is what he said. Plans on plans. And you know what? I don't really know. I don't really know what that means. I put some notes together from the meeting, and I put some screenshots together from that last night. I just saw them and screenshotted what the comments he said are. It was like 1 in the morning. It was 1:41. Here we go. It was 1:41 in the morning. I was looking at it on my phone. Whoops. And this is what it said. Oh, wait. Oh, my goodness. Trying to get this to blow up so you can see it. Okay, there we go. There we go. He was talking to this guy, Juan. I don't even know who that is. I don't know if Juan's in here or not. Maybe Juan can vouch for this, if this conversation happened or something. He said, this is the year that XRP's Ragnarok will shatter the cryptosphere into splinters and no one can do a damn thing about it. I don't know if that's exactly how BG talks. I don't know. I have no idea. He just showed up in this stream that no one's ever in. The stream's just running 24 hours a day. It's just sitting there. No one's ever in it. It's basically just open for anybody to comment. I've never seen anyone really in there. I mean, I think when I found it, I think 10, 20 people were in there. I told people to go hang out one day in there, and I think it hit like 70 when one of you guys shouted it out. Who was that? One of you guys, like Crypto Sifu or Henrik, one of you guys shouted it out and blew it up one day, but I have no idea. So he shows up and he makes these comments. When XRP recently, to the dismay of Ether and BTC heads, took over Ether's place, the crypto world was shaken to the core. I was surprised they didn't talk about XRP this morning at the Senate hearing. I'm not surprised at the same time. They're not gonna mention it by name. Plans were set in motion to have CoinMarketCap suddenly not recognize Korean exchanges. XRP was taken out of the exchange metrics, and then I think he meant to say plans. It says eons within plans, plans within plans within plans, and this is the beginning. I'll see you in the launch. And he says November 2018. I don't know if obviously there's so many people looking to just like capitalize on the BG infamy. I see people all the time coming up with new new exciting things, and they're like, it's a new riddle, it's a new exciting thing, it's a new story, it's a new, all these enticing riddles, I suppose, to keep you interested, to keep your brain occupied. And I think that that's fine. I think that's fun and people might like it. I don't know. I just saw this. I thought maybe you guys wanted to see it too. It was crazy. I sat there and read it for like 10 minutes over and over again before I even decided to take a screenshot, before I even decided to mention it to you guys. I recognize that there's a lot of people probably just like you can change your YouTube name right now to that if you want. You can change your name right now to that if you want. So I don't really know. I tried to go rewatch that stream. And it's the weird thing is the messages aren't there. Like, you know how if you rewatch the stream in the chat, the messages show up? The messages aren't there in the rewatch. Like, I don't know if he retracted them or what. I have no idea. Either way, I thought that was interesting. Is BG123 back just lurking in this stream? Is he the old? Is like when I go to that stream sometimes, it's like me and one other person and Juan. So like 3 people in there. And Juan's usually like, yo, what's up? XRP Moon. But in reality, if it's just me and Juan and Bearable Guy, is Bearable Guy just lurking in there all the time? I have no idea. It's a good question. I think that deserves a hotkey. XRP Investor Blastoff, maybe. Is that your favorite hotkey? That's my favorite hotkey. It gets the people going. Gets the people going. So, what's really happening out there? The big Bitcoin drop, the Bitcoin drop that apparently has also pulled Ethereum and XRP down with it. Forbes actually has an article yesterday, pretty late, talking about it as it happened in real time. I was not really aware of the Bitcoin drop. I was really more paying attention to the XRP drop. I didn't even realize Bitcoin was tanking until after like XRP had dropped like 5 cents. I was like, oh, and then you know, as I'm sitting there being like, I wasn't ready. I was like sending Bitcoin from places to the exchange, like, no. No. XRP Moon. Now, the problem really is that Bitcoin, again, even as we're decoupling continuously, even as XRP does have all these other currency pairs going live, it doesn't really change how much a lot of the market's paired to Bitcoin. Bitcoin obviously being a catalyst for this drop, maybe even potentially recognizing that some of the big whales, the opportunist of this last few weeks might have been Bitcoin maximalists letting go of positions in XRP. I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't really know. No one really knows. XRP is at 413 right now, so it's up about 20,000 drops. But
to all XRP family, we should not do any business with any exchange that doesn't list XRP. United, we always stand.
Woo! Thank you so much, Farshad. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. And also, I agree 100%. I don't even know why you would be on an exchange that doesn't have XRP. That sounds like crazy talk. Very, very true. Honestly, just thinking about, yes, obviously we shouldn't be doing business on any exchanges that don't have XRP, but also how strong the XRP army is. XRP army. We need like an XRP army hotkey that just shows like a front of soldiers like trenching across the field like Braveheart clips, like ah, because you guys are really maybe we'll do the RMR clip. What is it? What do you think about this? I don't know if that works, but woo! Cheers, Lambo. Thank you so much for your concern about my hygiene. Did you shower today? Yes, I just got done showering. Can you tell? Can you tell? Can you tell now? Can you make me mod? We've got troll. Bricks, my man. You've been in here for a while, Bricks, and I like your style. Let's make you a mod. Where's your thing? People are talking too fast. Bricks, there you go. So Bitcoin suddenly dropped. What's been remarkably stable for a number of months. People were even joking about, you know, Bitcoin being a stable coin. The hilarity. Earlier this month, the Bitcoin price hit a 17-month volatility low, and that period of calm now appears to be over. Bitcoin price taking a hit that wiped billions of dollars from its market cap within minutes. So that's scary. What really happens, we don't really know, but billions leaving in minutes is bonkers. It means a lot to see the hearing this morning. I tried to pull it up and download it, and it wouldn't let me. It blocked the link from me, but it was really good to watch. It was really well done in a sense that I feel like the questions were really well worded. They were really insightful. They seem to be really interested in this conversation about, why does proof of work have these flaws? Can they be fixed? Can Bitcoin be scaled? It was great to see Rudini actually sound like he did some research at some point where he was like researching Vitalik's comments and his statements about scalability and the trilemma, but in reality, the tri-dilemma, that's funny funny stuff. But thinking about, he seemed to do some research, but again, arriving at an old narrative, thinking about BTC, thinking about the proof of work and its flaws and the inefficiency and the obviousness that you'd have centralization in a sense of the miners in China, and even Peter Pan talking about how he needs people to believe in fairies so that he can fly. And that's why he decided to talk about the Lightning Network, and he decided to say, you know what, the centralization of miners is not that big a deal. It's not that big a problem. We'll be fine. They can just basically create like a fee collection system by pulling and then pushing back in their mining power. No big deal. It seems fine. Also yesterday, the stock market took a huge dip. We were not really too focused on that yesterday. In fact, most of yesterday was me just like going ham. And I feel like we answered all the questions that could ever be answered yesterday. So today, I just wanted to say what's up. You have your headphones on. Cheers. Maybe Mr. Silk Road BTC's dumping his coins. I don't think he is. I think that wallet's pretty well watched. Last time Bitcoin dropped like this, it went to 5,600. The stock market was having a terrible week as well. This is really interesting too, because the people were saying the financial global reset would start tomorrow. Rudini kept talking so much about fintech and how it's evolved so well without the use of blockchain, but he kept referencing these 80-year-old private database systems, which, as we know, thinking about Andreas Antonopoulos, it's crazy. It's crazy. They're not going to be able to compete. Swift, again, having one of the biggest banking... Hey, thanks for subbing, Craig. One of the biggest banking hacks of all time with Swift and their system. Golly, I wonder if that means you should get a new system. I don't know. It doesn't seem to be part of their narrative yet. That's okay. That means that we're still so early to the conversation that people are still thinking about the focus on just blockchain in general, or they arrive at Bitcoin as a single focus, and they're not thinking about XRP. They're not thinking about, whatever else, ADA, BAT, XLM, whatever else you like to dream about at night. I know we probably got some EOSers in here. Swift gets hacked all the time. It's true, and it's just part of the cost of doing business in a sense. The cost benefits of these systems is so big that they can't ignore them. And I think people don't realize. I keep thinking people are talking about Swift all the time, and they're like, RippleNet and Swift are going to work together, or they're going to compete, or all these different things. I'm not sure, because no one's made any announcements, and this is, again, speculation from someone who is doing the best just looking at the same information you are. It seems like Swift is going to be opening like a mall, like a financial payment rail mall, and the food court is pretty much the whole mall. And in the food court, you can go to whatever food court, whatever like place you want. The RippleNet will be in there. RippleNet will be a possible option in this huge suite of SwiftNet options, in my mind. And that means that potentially, if it's in the suite and people find out about it and people like it and they use it, etc., yada yada, yada yada. XRP's down now 0.412, seeing a 100. What is that? A 10,000 drop loss. 10,000 drop loss. Anybody remember this beanie? Yeah. If you do, it's been a minute. What's up? Good morning. Good morning from the Philippines. Hello. Cheers. Cheers. How are you? Y'all think the government's actually going to allow millionaires and billionaires overnight? I think the funny thing about that is that it's not really that they're going to allow it. I think that they're going to instigate it because they're the ones that are going to benefit the most. They know this has been happening. They've probably been stacking the deck for a while, thinking about how the narrative's so focused on BTC. I still feel like they're thinking, oh, well, we'll just keep people focused over here on this as we build out what we want to use. It's possible, it's possible. Yeah, final chance to dance trance. Yes, I agree. That's why we said this earlier. That's why we said this. I think this is really important, not this one, BG123 Returns. That seems to be, people are really excited about this BG return thing. We put the screenshot up just a second ago. All he said was that it's going to happen in November. He said it's going to happen in November. That's about it. But this other tweet that I really like the most is this one. Just thinking about the Think and Grow Rich ideas and the secret and all the other good things like that. Anyone can begin now to benefit from the abundance available in this very moment when they can begin to recognize that potential and in what form it has manifested in front of them. This is a well-known yet underutilized secret of success. I think a lot of what we saw this morning was very demonstrative of why I'm such a big champion and cheerleader of XRP's potentials, because all the things that they talk about with XRP, all the things they talk about with the failures of Bitcoin, they are the successes of XRP. Now, the possibility here that people are like, well, why is it dropping? I just saw that. That's so irrelevant still, because there's not necessarily the real utility and the real volume from the banks using it brought on. Here's an idea. Let's say that it still drops to, what, some crazy number. Even if it dropped to something unimaginable, like 10 cents or 20 cents, something beyond acceptable in your mind. Even if it dropped to 10 cents, if it started then to be utilized and built on, it would mean it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter if it ever dropped to any certain specific price, because of the way it's built, because of the way it works, because of the way it's set up to function. So I think this is awesome. I think this is great. This is potentially one of those moments where the only thing you should be complaining about is if you don't have enough other coins or fiat to send in, because you're like me, you're like, I didn't know, I wasn't ready, and then your hotkeys freeze and Kevin Hart's faces look goofy. No. No. So what's really happening here? The fact that the price is still dropping, that's okay. There's them calling for ICOs to be regulated as securities. I'm surprised the market's not dropping more after that horrible FUD fest this morning with BTC being smacked around by Rudini, who claims that private databases are going to be using like this magical new efficient system of security all of a sudden, and not recognizing that they have literally over and over again. Peter Pan talks about the single point of failure and its flaws, and how we cannot risk those. We don't have the luxury to have the risk of these single point failures. It doesn't make any sense to do it. The fact that Rudini wants to turn the conversation back to, well, all the Bitcoin is controlled by the miners in China and we can't let them run the show. And then, Peter Pan wasn't too honest about that. He was like, well, it's not that big a deal. Maybe it's a big deal because of the fact that, yeah, they can turn it on and off their miners. They can swoop in and collect fees and then create a huge mempool spike up, and all the fees gather up, and they're like, "Ooh, what's happening? I don't know. It's crazy, huh?" And then boom, they turn the miners on, and they sweep back through and pick up the fees. Yeah, it's not the best, and he's touting the Lightning Network, saying like, I'll buy M&Ms with the Lightning Network at my work. It's great. So both those guys, you know, like very reluctant to talk about the next step of this narrative, the final evolvement of it, which is already solved by RippleNet. RippleNet already has banks supporting their nodes. They already have the efficiency down. They already have the like zero cost, the micro cost for the internet of value that Bitcoin can't even seem to hit. And the biggest thing that Rudini kept talking about was the scaling, and XRP already has that fixed as well. XRP's already set all those things aside. What was once a problem or was once a inefficiency of Bitcoin has now been a success of XRP. So what do you guys think about the fact that, yeah, you know, the Dow went down 1,000 points, 800 points yesterday, or was it NASDAQ went 400, Dow was 800, I don't remember. The possibility that you could go all the way to even Zed Zerps, who seems to think that the real floor is 0.006, even if it went to 0.006, I would still say this is true. Anyone can begin to benefit from the abundance available at this very moment when they begin to recognize the potential in what has formed and manifested in front of them. Again, the entire market right now is run by speculative investors and by whales. It's not a big deal to see all these prices, again, not reflect something that we've talked about happening once the utility and the metrics are really there. That's okay to me. That's okay to me. I found this on Reddit, and I thought it was just interesting. I like to just peruse Reddit, and sometimes there's some just nice comments in here. This guy's saying, I'm so disappointed how crypto prices reacted to yesterday's stock market crash. So I thought this was interesting because a lot of times people talk about how the stock market's parallel or almost adversely not affected to crypto, but they seem to be like both of the last times that the stock market's crashed, it seems like the crypto market's crashed at the exact same time. So what do you guys think about this parallel, this coincidence of what's happening? And this guy says, you know, it's part of what's happening right now, and that they expect for a greater diversity or hedge in losses to arrive between them as they diversify. Is there any chance the price will stay flat and low till end of year? I think that's something that people are just now starting to think or consider. Yes. If there's no utility and there's no one using the higher volume payment corridors, then yeah, the price is going to stay low. That's exactly what's going to happen. And no one on our end is really aware of this, time frame. We're not told the time frame. We don't know. No one knows. We will see 0.33 for sure. You know what? If we see 0.33, I wouldn't be surprised, really, because we lost 5 cents in 8 hours yesterday. We lost 5 cents in 8 hours. It was mind-boggling how fast that happened. And we're just bouncing around this morning at like 40 and 41. We saw 39. But in reality, we have BG back saying November something's going to happen. Fake BG, real BG, fake BG, real BG. It doesn't even matter anymore, okay? It doesn't even matter if it's the fake or the real BG. You guys ever seen that Wang Chun movie, Ip Man 2? Ip Man 2? Nobody ever seen that one? It doesn't matter. You can't tell the difference between the fake and the real anything anymore. It doesn't matter. So people are saying this month, don't despair when you can count to 10. I love riddles. Wait, that's not this month. Well, yeah, it is. So we're thinking this month. We're thinking next month. What are you thinking? What do you know? Sell or hold? It's a tough dance. It's a tough dance, my friend. It's a tough dance. The hearing this morning was not that supportive. It didn't make you feel real cheery inside. That guy, Rudini, was out for blood. He was out for blood. He was like, he was going for the throat, and Peter Pan was just dancing around out there like, woo, 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 woo. Possibly what's happening out there that we still don't really know. Hey, what's up, Enrique? How's it going? BG never had YouTube channel. Aha. There it is. The truth. someone that knows. James Tyler, thank you so much for showing up. Thank you so much for showing up, James Tyler. How are you today? What's happening with you out there?
I'm out.
Laszlo's saying, short this mofo. We did just hit 0.411. We did just hit 0.411. So, another little Reddit drop. Another Reddit drop that was cool. If anybody ever asks, like, why does this happen? Like, I ask all the time, whenever it happens, why does the price drop? No news, no FUD, no idiots screaming. The entire market literally just tanked 10 to 20% for no reason. Why does this happen? I'm honestly asking. I've been in crypto for a long time, and I still just don't get it. Does anyone else feel like this? Is anyone else feeling this? Besides the fact that I'm an idiot, please feel free to make sense of any of this. Good luck out there. This is a good question. This is a good question. It's pretty simple, and you gotta always love the comments or where the gold is. Even on my videos, we got some good comments out there. The reason why the whole market dumps so quickly is it's severely illiquid. That means that there aren't many buyers or sellers, and when a big buyer or a group of people decide to sell a bunch, there aren't enough buyers or demand to satisfy the supply at this price level. Hence, the price level drops to a level where there are more buyers. And this is exactly what's happening with NASDAQ, talking about how there is no chance for them to really feel safe until they can have cleaner metrics on the true volume from these systems. I think this is part of what people don't understand about this technology, and the reason, again, that we're seeing this evolving narrative that's making me really feel more supportive of BTC, but also highlighting, again, XRP's efficiency, number one. BTC and XRP together, and then the number 1 and 2 in my mind on the ILP, I'm putting XRP's already ahead in my mind. Gaining dominance inside of its use case in the ILP. What does this mean for the fact that they want to be able to monitor these volumes, NASDAQ grade monitoring systems for this global financial system, for this global financial rail? It's possible that what we think is, hey, Jungle. What's up, Jungle? What's up, my man? What's up, Ahmed? Meowgi. Hey, what's going on? Michelle, Chillfire. How are you guys? Yeah, it's crazy to think that if ILP does become what's the central bank. Hey, Siddhartha, thanks for joining. Love the name, brah. If the ILP becomes a central bank and the global payment rail becomes formed in the structure that we're thinking it's going to happen. Hey, what's up, Edward Smith? Thanks for joining. Then this is what they're waiting for. They're waiting for the ILP. They're waiting for BTC and XRP to form the liquidity for what has been a 10-year financial liquidity crisis. Edward Smith, thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much. What's up? Yeah, and exactly. So the factor that, people are still scared, the price is still dropping, I understand. I know a lot of people jumped in when it was really high. I know guys, I talk to people, especially here in Austin. It's a pretty progressive city, and people are often like, well, I jumped into Bitcoin at 20K and I sold at like 10 and I'm never going back in. And I think that's a very common narrative for a lot of people, and it's unfortunate that it burned them that way. But recognizing that, that the NASDAQ, hey, cheers, SLE42, what's up? Recognizing that people know that, smart people know that there is potential here, and they don't care about the little pennies or percentages that we're going to see up or down here. And it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Sure, we were down to 41 cents again, and we were at $3 all-time high on speculation, like $3.50. So waiting for the payment rail, waiting for the connection for the NASDAQ grade, volume metrics to be able to be put together, it's not going to be that much longer. I can't imagine it's going to be that much longer. It's been a while thinking about the, next month maybe, this month maybe, talking about elves. They want to have the elves out before Christmas. Christmas has got to have elves. You got to have the toy factory pumping out elves. And if the ILP becomes a central bank, the new-ish central bank, and if and when NASDAQ's metrics come through, backed launches, there is going to be so much immediate support for these systems, it's going to be insane, because all of a sudden this is not going to be a problem anymore. There's not going to be pump and dumps. So the whales know this. That, long story short, too long didn't read. Whales have a very short threshold to take advantage of this opportunity still. And what's really happening right now is possibly huge arbitrage opportunities as well. Looking at finally creating a resemblance of equal pricing possibly in the next few months. I think there's huge arbitrage opportunities happening right now. People are just going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. That's right. That's one of my phrases. I've been holding out on you guys. I haven't dropped it on here, but that's one. That's the Kung Fu Nerd saying. It's a Kung Fu Nerdism. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And people are going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs out there. So let's do a hotkey. Let's hotkey that bad boy. Oh, that's so die, but you. Yeah. Recap Bearable, the BG thing. Okay, so there's a stream I found that's a 24/7 chat, and no one's ever in it. What? I guess Elfies just came over. What's up, Elfies? I'm gonna say hey. Hey. No one's ever in this chat. I found it's like a 24-hour candlesticks and chat. And whenever I'm on my phone, sometimes I don't want to pull up an app. I'm already like on YouTube. I'll just go to the stream to look at the candlesticks on Binance. And I was in here last night as I was going to bed. I know I shouldn't be on my phone in bed, but I have my blue blockers on. It's fine. So I'm laying in bed looking at this, and all of a sudden these comments show up. And oh, thank you so much, Jungle. When are you going to go live so I can go tip you too? Jungle, thank you so much. I appreciate it. It means a lot. So I was in the stream, sitting there, not doing anything. Woo, thank you so much. And I saw these comments show up, and I basically sat there and read them over and over again for like 10 minutes before I decided to even think about screenshotting them. I didn't even do anything other than screenshot them and go to bed. And when I got up this morning, no one had gotten on the stream yet. It was empty. It still had these comments on there. I thought maybe this was some original OG guy, and he found this. The stream was just open. There's no one ever in there, and there's no mods. So I thought, like, maybe he thought this would be funny to drop in here, knowing one of us would eventually find it. I have no idea. It totally could be fake. I said earlier when we went through this the first time, the fake Bearable Guy and the real Bearable Guy, I don't even know if we could tell the difference now. There's so many iterations of it over, shout out to Ipman2. What's the difference between fake Wing Chun and real Wing Chun now? Anymore. What's the difference anymore? I don't know. Obviously, he was never on YouTube, someone said, but you can change your name to whatever you want as well. So there's not a lot of proof in the pudding exactly, but this guy showed up. He made these comments, and the comments were, this year, XRP Ragnarok will shatter cryptosphere into splinters, and no one can do a dang thing about it. He said XRP recently overtaking Ethereum put the crypto world, it shook the crypto world to their core, and that plans were set in motion to suddenly remove the volume from the Korean exchanges from CoinMarketCap. Then he said plans within plans within plans, and this is just the beginning. You'll see in the launch. So there's no one ever in here, and no one's ever like in the stream. So I don't know if it's just like a joke or what. It's possible, it's possible that it's just a joke. It's possible that it's real information. It's possible that it's real information provided by a jokester. It's possible, that it's real information provided by someone real. I don't know. It's hard to say. What stream is this? It's just some random stream that's going 24/7 with a chat box and a candlestick. I have no idea. Here's a link to it. So the thing is that whenever I go to the channel, they put up all the old streams. It's just like I don't know. So I tried to go watch the old one, because I couldn't see. I tried to go watch the old one and I couldn't find the chat. And that was the weird thing, is there was no chat in the history. There was no chat in the history. Whoa. Oh my, wow, he commented on this video. Well, whoever was commented at the end of this video. He commented on this video. What's up, Frankie? I guess the one before it, he said, sorry for $589. I meant $58. My wrong. That's got to be a joke. It's got to be a jokester. This has got to be a jokester. And then the guy that runs the stream responded, all right, I don't know. I went and tried to find the original one that the one I took a screenshot of, which I guess is this old one now. The old one is the one that was posted an hour ago. But I went and read all the comments and in time, and there's nothing there. And so I guess maybe they were retracted or something. I have no idea, because it's like there's a space on the log, which is weird, because I saw it in real time. I saw it with my own eyes. I took a screenshot, and then I went to bed, and I woke up, and they were still there. No one had seen it. No one cared. And I tweeted it this morning. I tweeted out this morning if people thought it was the real guy. And then, oh, you guys can't see what I'm looking at. I'm trying to scroll through the comments here. I tried to look and see if it was the real guy. I was like, I have no idea. So I tweeted out people, hey, tell me what this is. And no one knew. And it looks like the comment box is broken or something. It's not going back. So that's kind of weird. I don't know what to tell you about that. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you about that. That's all I know. That's all I know. Okay. I don't know anything else about this. That's all I know about this information that I'm telling you. You guys are all over there chatting now. Hi, hey, what's up? Hi. I'm like I said, I've been in that stream a bunch because I normally put it on my phone and I use it to look at the candlesticks. That's why the screenshots are from my phone. It's on I usually only look at that. Well, that's just a meme. I usually only look at this on my phone because, oh wait, that's screen. You can't tell it's from my phone because it's too low. But that's what it would look like. And then I wanted to see the candlesticks on my phone, so I started checking out this chat off, and I told you guys about it when I found it. It was like 2 weeks ago or something. It was like a week ago. I don't know. I was just watching it, but he's never in there. Like, I've never seen him before. I've been watching this thing just because I like the candlesticks for a while. I like jump in and jump out. I'll say hey to people if they're there. I'll chat, but I went and, I hung out there multiple times. I've never seen him comment. So I don't know if he's a lurker or what. I don't know what's up with that. I can't tell you. I can't tell you what I don't know. XRP on the USDTC pairing, USDT pairing is at 0.410. 0.410. So what are you guys talking about? Sim. Wang Chun. Hey, cheers, fam. Cheers, fellow practitioner. Hey there, Kung Fu. What about the news around Interledger? They were talking about one ledger for XRP, BTC, Ether, and some other coins. Is that okay? I think so, because collaboration is good, or isn't it? Sim XRP, thank you so much for reaching out and asking this question. You're right. There is something being built around what's called an Interledger, and it's a consortium of a think tank, basically, of people all working together to create a thin protocol layer that's highly efficient but not token specific. And that is really good. And you're right, that is really cool, because what it does is it actually lends support to the entire crypto sphere. And what really happens here as the ILPs launched, as we're looking at the ILP becoming what we're considering a global payment rail, the underlying structure for what's going to be the stock market 2.0, then yes, things like Bakkt and things like Liechtenstein will be paired, as they can be easily with the ILP, to move this value. Now, what's interesting right now about the ILP and the way it works is that they're still, they're still continually inviting anyone that wants to be part of it on board. It's a huge open project, and anybody can partake in it. So it's really exciting to see. I think XRP was one of the, Ripple Labs was one of the main innovators and initiatives or catalysts for that project, recognizing that we had a problem like this before. Again, I'm just quoting all the Stefan Thomas talks from my channel that I've put up, but looking at we've fixed the problem before. We had an issue with this before the internet. And think about, this lends you a great deal of insight into why it's hard to have a conversation about XRP or Bitcoin. It's hard to have a conversation about crypto. Think about trying to tell people about the internet before the internet existed. Think about trying to tell people about what we're doing right now 30 years ago. Think about trying to tell people about how the internet would work right now 30 years ago. That'd be pretty hard. So recognizing that, just thinking about how Peter Pan talked about this morning, really his name's Peter Van. Cheers to Peter Van. Talking this morning about email taking 20 years from its development to its use as a general exchange of information for consumers. And that's still what time frame does it matter it's going to take if we know it's going to happen. If we know it's inevitable, then I think the time frame is not a priority. And the point here really is thinking it back to, does this support the possibility that we're going to see more people brought on board and brought into the conversation, because ILP opens it up to, again, a bigger potential use case than just a token specific protocol. And that's the problem. And I think referencing the Xpring lead engineer saying, if I develop a token specific protocol and it makes me extremely rich, then the incentive there is to fork that protocol and make my own and make me extremely rich as well. So the ILP is really a solution to the fact that, just as email and the internet has become a standard open protocol for people to compete in, the ILP is going to be built as a standard protocol of value exchange for companies to then compete inside of. What's really mind-blowing about this stuff, and like mind-blowing beyond the capacity for average people like myself to even comprehend, is how many steps ahead like David Schwartz and Ripple Labs have been in developing what seems to be a really well thought out first use case for this blockchain technology you just can't argue with. Because listening back to some of David Schwartz talks about the scaling trust, or talking about the internet of value, or building these liquidity pools, and you can't scale those relationships on trust, and no one wants to build out and develop their own competing liquidity pool. There's possibilities here that people just don't understand this narrative enough to even partake in the conversation. And for the most part, when that happens, they just latch on to something that moves them emotionally and they run with it. And that's why people get attached to random coins that suck and they talk about them all the time. And this is why people show up in streams trying to spread FUD and throw shade, because they just don't have another thing to latch onto yet. And that's part of why I think going live every day and talking about this stuff is so exciting, because this is possibly one of the biggest streams we've ever had. Cheers. Thank you so much, everyone in the room. 450 people. Smash that like button. Oh, just smash the like button, guys. It's really good to see you all. Cheers. Cheers. We're going to have to do a hotkey. We have to do it. We got to hotkey something.
No.
Yeah. That's not it.
No.
That's not the hotkey. We're going to do Investor Blast Off. Thank you. 450 smash like button. Yeah. You know what? Cheers, James Tyler. Thanks for saying that. This info is real and legit, and it's 9 months old, and I can live with that, because we've been covering real new news as it comes out, but there's no new news right now. There's a stagnation in new news, also new, that new gold. Cheers, all the new people in the world, and in the stream. If you did not realize, I am the Kung Fu nerd that dropped the XRP wrap. It is the crypto wrap, available on everything: Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, all the things. New gold, reference to crypto wrap. Thanks so much for that. We talked about this, I think, a couple streams ago. I recognize that there's a lot of new people in the space that got, I think, invited or incentivized to join during one of the maybe September 21st bull run. But new people means possibly going back to the basics. So we talked about this a lot. People that just showed up, they need the basics. People that just showed up to the conversation, they need this cycling through good information and the foundation of what's happening. The reality is, most people don't understand this stuff. And I think that's possibly why you have people like this guy, XRP Populous, that, you know, he's just like one of those general haters that he likes to come and try to like troll a little bit, and that's okay. He's very misinformed, and he's really just a confused, hateful person. There's a lot of people like that out there. I think that's okay. You know, I think honestly, the fact that, you know, there's so many people looking to jostle for position in this space. I don't care. Honestly, I don't care about position. I'm already so appreciative of what I have. I have been given so much opportunity, so much blessing, so much beauty and abundance around us right now. The potential is amazing. Thank you so much for joining, Miggy. The potential is amazing. I think, honestly, there's nothing else you can say to people other than just recognizing that people are going to do what they want. People are going to see what they want. People are going to exactly experience what they want. So my goal is to remind you that you can experience whatever you want here. You can experience the beauty of this potential, and you can experience the benefit of learning about why this is important, or having a conversation about your dollar is a vote right now. Your dollar is a vote for you to be in charge of supporting the changes you want to see. If you want to, you know, support something different, if you want to support an idea change, your dollar is the power that you have to vote. So the fact that these cryptocurrencies have given people an option to buy out of their nation state fiat and take part of something else is a new potential, a new vote of power. So I saw this. You guys you're like, go, where's the news? I saw this morning. Shout out to Dr. T. I retweeted it. He's talking to someone about why Swift, even if they're not involved directly with RippleNet, is still beneficial for XRP and RippleNet because, one, you know, even if they're not involved directly, Swift solving faster payments means that there will be demand for faster settlement. Faster payment equals needed faster settlement. That sounds honestly awesome. I just saw Roger K drop this link to Interledger Protocol. I think he's just dropping this for any of you guys that want to read up on the ILP. Dropping this link just for you guys to check it out. Think about the ILP and Interledger Protocol, what that means for the interoperability of the space. Going back to the idea that it's a thin, non-token specific protocol that allows people to exchange openly between blockchains. That's important. That's what's going to make it work. Also thinking about when you reference the ILP's integration, that means, boom, BTC now has a function for liquidity to XRP. That's pretty exciting. Murmur, XRP tanking, murmur, XRP dead, murmur, crashing, murmur. Murmur, crashing, murmur, breaking news, murmur. That's pretty funny, guy. Pretty funny. You pretty funny. So what's happening also in the news? Bitcoiners shoot down Rubini's U.S. Senate testimony. This was obvious to see. If you watched this morning, it was very easy to see. It was very easy to break apart how much Rubini kind of did some research, but didn't really do any research. Not really a big deal, you know? Part of the narrative, we understand that this is part of an evolving narrative, that people have not arrived at the truth. That's why we put up this tweet yesterday, I think, with it was this one with David Schwartz's new blog. Where is it? Well, I'm trying to find this retweet that I put up yesterday. It was David's new blog. It's on RippleNet. You guys can just go find it. The reality here is that, you know, he breaks it down often. He talks about it often. Here's a good tweet by Dr. Trump again about some of the stuff we were talking about yesterday. The value of the ledger. Why is there value? Someone showed up yesterday and said, my brother-in-law says XRP is a scam. Side note, really quick, I was making a video. I'm editing a video. It's pretty funny. And